Welcome back.
Yeah.
May I speak?
Yes, you can.
We have Laurel Gass and Cody Tatum with us, and they are from Grandma's House, which I'm going to let you tell a little bit about what Grandma's House is in case our viewers don't know, and then you can go ahead and talk about where you are in the process with the facility dog.
Sure.
So and what do you do there? Let's just get it all out there.
Well, my name is Cody Tatum. I'm our child and family advocate, and I also do some backup forensic interviewing.
And I'm Laurel Gass, and I'm the lead forensic interviewer at Grandma's House and do some backup child and family advocate. We're kind of dual roles, so.
So you actually interview a child if they are there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so kind of how the whole process starts is the Child Abuse Hotline, the Arkansas Child Abuse Hotline. Have you heard of it? Mm-hmm. So when there's allegations or suspicions of child abuse, someone will call that hotline. And if it's accepted for a top priority, priority one case, that's usually sexual abuse or serious physical abuse, investigators with the Department of Human Services or Arkansas State Police Crimes Against Children Division will call us, and we offer specialized forensic services. So, such as our forensic interviews, we have sexual abuse medical examinations, and we have advocacy services and therapy services. So, in a whole nutshell, that's kind of what we do.
Okay. And you started to touch on something when, no?
Yeah, I was just going to say we're one of 14 children's advocacy centers in Arkansas. We serve 6 counties, Boone, Newton, Carroll, Madison, Baxter, and Marion. And like she said, I kind of think it's a cheesy way to describe it, but we're kind of a one-stop shop for families to come in. You know, when there's these types of serious allegations, a lot of times, you know, people never expect to find themselves in this position.
Right.
So we kind of offer a hopefully kind of a family-friendly, neutral place that families can come rather than having to go to police stations and all these different places
Right.
over and over. Those places can all come to us, and we can offer those services and get them all started and help them throughout the process and try to make it as low impact on them as possible from there.
Gotcha.
Well, you're here to talk about the house facility dog. How did that all come about? What perpetuated the need for that?
Well, it kind of all started, I guess, nationally in Washington, and there's an organization called Courthouse Dogs. And this came out of the need that, you know, the justice system is really designed to, not designed for children, I guess is the best way to put it. So
It's kind of a sterile environment.
it is, and it's all, I mean, it's very scary. I mean, as an adult, it's scary. So for kids, you know, you're going into this place and you've already been through this whole process, and you're a lot of times seeing the offender again for the first time. So
Wow.
the idea of using these types of specially trained dogs to kind of comfort children in this process is kind of where that was born. It's kind of blown up, and actually Arkansas was the first state in the nation to pass a law, I believe back in April, allowing the use of courthouse dogs in the courtroom. So we're working to get a facility dog. It comes from the Canine Companions for Independence. They're based out of Oceanside, California. And the dog would be able to, you know, sit with the kids. They're very well trained. They also produce seeing eye dogs, hearing dogs. So I think about 60% of the dogs actually don't make it through the training. So it's a very, very vetted process. And but the animal would be able to provide that emotional support that, you know, only animals can.
Right.
And that's in the courtroom too?
That's,
or
you
just
know,
for the courtroom?
eventually our goal would be to get it into the courtroom.
Yeah.
It would definitely start out at our facility and being able to comfort the kids and stuff while they're there visiting with us. And then, like I said, kind of our goal eventually would be for it to follow them through the whole process.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of research, you know, lately talking about, you know, dogs being in the forensic interviews, and that's one of our goals too, is to hopefully be able to use those dogs in our interviews and make, you know, the children feel a little bit more
I see,
comfortable.
yeah.
This is,
Yeah, so a lot of times with younger kids, I'll be, you know, interviewing them and they're just running around the room. So just having that dog right in the middle, you know, we watched an interview with the use of the dog, and the child's just sitting there and, you know, petting it, and it just a really calming aspect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can see that.
definitely.
So where are you at in the stages of getting this, acquiring this dog?
well,
You can't just go, I'll take that one.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
certainly, it's not just kind of any dog. They have special breeders, and it's like I said, it's a very vetted process. So we submitted our application sometime last year. Got a phone call, did kind of an over-the-phone interview, and last week we actually went to Oceanside, California for our in-person interview.
Wow.
So we went through that process, and Laurel got to do some work with the dog, and I'll let her talk about that. But we're just kind of now waiting to get our acceptance or decline letter, which we're, you know, obviously
Right.
hoping for the acceptance letter.
Definitely.
And then from there, we would be put on a waiting list for anywhere from 6 months to 2 years to go
Wow.
back. There'd be another 2-week intensive training where we would stay at the facility, and then we would have our dog.
You're not the only people wanting to take advantage of this opportunity, obviously, or, I mean, it's,
Right.
And definitely not. You know, it's a national organization, and a lot of disabled people go through this service. They have, like he said, 4 different types of dogs. We're going for a facility, but they have ones that are able to open doors for people in wheelchairs, and
Right.
you know, being able to hear things that some people can't hear, and be alert. So.
Now, have you actually seen the dog, a particular dog that you want for this facility, or do they just kind of pick it? How does that work?
Well, I would love to take home the dog that I worked with at the training that we just went to. Her name was Raisin. She was a black lab. So they have golden retrievers and black labs there. They found, over time and years that these 2 particular breeds were not necessarily smarter, but they learned as fast as they needed to, and took on to things well. But whenever we went, Michelle Steiner and I were handler and co-handler. So we'll be keeping the dog at our houses and bringing back and forth to work and things like that. But I got Raisin, so we do kind of the punishment and reward system. So I got to work with her, and it was a really cool
Wow.
and fun process. So if I could have my pick, it would be her. But it really just depends on the needs of your facility. For us, we just need a calm dog, one that can greet a child at the door and just kind of whether the child is hyper or calm himself. We just need that dog to kind of meet at that level.
Right.
Yeah.
So ours in particular aren't extremely high needs, so we're hoping that benefits us with a shorter wait time, but we'll
Right.
just see. So
Well,
That
that's
sounds
awesome.
good. Is there, I'm sure there's a huge expense involved with all this. Is that covered by a grant or?
It's not. So actually, Canine Companions for Independence, they are a nonprofit organization.
Right.
So while we would hopefully have their dog, it would never really belong to us. It certainly still
okay,
belongs
yeah.
to
I
that
gotcha.
organization. We would have to go back yearly to, kind of check in and make sure everything with the dog is doing okay, and that we're upholding their standards as well.
Okay.
So there's actually no cost. It's about a $60,000 animal with training and everything.
Wow.
They're provided at no cost. However, we do have to pay for the travel expenses,
Right.
that 2-week training, and then the yearly, and then also daily care and maintenance of the dog is also
Yeah,
something we'd have to
yeah,
cover. So
yeah.
if people are interested in helping us out with that,
Sure.
they can visit our website at grandmasshousecac.com or just give us a call. It's 391-2224. But we'd love to answer questions, and we're excited about it. The dog is something that people can really wrap their minds around. You can really kind of
Yeah.
understand its purpose, because
Yeah.
You bet.
as we all know, I mean, the type of love that an animal can provide is something we simply can't do. And there's that non-judgmental, just friendly love
Right.
that I think every kid deserves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a great program, for
Yeah,
sure.
we sure hope you get the resources you need for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. That's great information, and I hope there's many dog lovers out there, and also people that have a soft heart for kids that have been in bad situations. And if you'd like more information, we have more information at the end of the show. We'll have their contact number and information. So if you'd like to help Grandma's House, check that out and give them a call sometime. Hey, thanks so much for being here. Yeah.
I just want to say, grandmasshousecac.com. Give us a call, even if you just have general questions about child abuse.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. So we just don't want to leave anyone out that needs help. So thank you so much for your time, though.
Thank you very much. Up next, we're going to be looking at some stained glass representations, and when we do that, we'll be right back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.